time to make the starting five for the Boston Celtics. The big man at 6'9", number 55, Isaiah Jackson. Starting at the guard, 6'4", number 13, Russell Westbrook. At the power forward position, standing 6'8", number 43, Keegan Murray. Starting at the other forward position, at 6'6", number 30, DeMar DeRozan. Starting at the other guard, standing 6'8", number 20, Trey Murphy. The head coach of the Boston Celtics is Joe Mazzulla. That is the Boston Celtics.
And to look at the starters for the Knicks. Alex Caruso is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Green, then there's McDaniels, and it's Hartenstein in at the 5, down low. And for Boston, they've got Russell Westbrook. Keegan Murray is out there with DeMar DeRozan. Then there's Trey Murphy, and it's Jackson in at the 5, roaming the paint. It'll be the Celtics off the tip. McDaniels with a steal. To the paint. Green against Westbrook. And there's a 3-second violation. And Boston has possession. Outside Murray. To the inside. Kicks it to DeRozan. Deflects the pass. DiVincenzo with the steal. Inside. That one's good from Green. And the assist by Caruso.
We know Green prefers to work up close. He loves getting those high percentage looks.
DeRozan outside. Back to Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Hits the trifecta. Green's got 5. And Shams, over the last 7 seasons, a different champion every year. The league's as wide open as it has ever been.
Yeah, remember also, through the NBA's first 51 seasons, the Lakers and the Celtics won more than half of the NBA titles. So this is a conscious effort to engage fans league-wide and create an opportunity for everyone to compete evenly every single year.
Yeah, not just a big market league anymore.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
DiVincenzo with it. 14 points his last outing. Hartenstein passes to McDaniels. And he banks in the layup.
A smart idea from McDaniels, looking to convert inside.
DeRozan against McDaniels. DeRozan right side. 6 to shoot. Launches it. The Knicks pull it in. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
Yeah, they were really able to keep their intensity high throughout the game. Never really saw them back off.
Yeah, it was an all-around excellent performance, and one I'm sure they'd like to replicate tonight.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. DeRozan looks it over. to the middle. Oh, deflected. Jackson, the pass to DeRozan. Jackson with a screen on Hartenstein. Westbrook can't hit. New York leading by 5. Pass to DiVincenzo. Now here's Green. Lets it go from deep. Oh, and he can't make that one. 2 for 3 now, his first miss. And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game, and the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
Well, they shot it well because of how selfless they were. You need that kind of chemistry and cohesion.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Westbrook. To snap the cold streak. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Caruso.
1 of 5 to start the game. They have to slow down and just play their brand of basketball.
Down low. Here's Westbrook. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up.
Well, he might be a guard, but Russ finishes like a big in the paint.
Outside McDaniels. On the wing, Green, defended by Murray, and the layup falls. McDaniels got his second bucket of the night.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And Shams, the last few years, teams often giving up a lot of draft picks when they traded for a difference maker.
The market has changed, BA, and the thought process has been, assuming the trade moves the needle, those picks you're giving up aren't very good. But listen, if the trade doesn't work, you just gave up the farm, and that's the risk reward that you play with as a general manager.
Now here's Caruso. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. New York working the ball around now. Hartenstein from behind the arc. The offensive rebound. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of it.
And Boston has possession. After the basket by New York on the other end. Jackson can't get it to go. It's McDaniels on the wing, defended by DeRozan. Outside, DiVincenzo. Hartenstein a screen. McDaniels from long range. Oh, and he can't make that one. 2 for 3 now, his first miss. Celtics trail by 7. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Westbrook. Rebounded by Green. New York has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Pass to DiVincenzo. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. Here are some of the best and most intelligent shooters in the association. Number 1, Isaiah Hartenstein.
And this guy just flat out knows how to score. A high IQ offensive player with a strong feel for what shots to take, which is why his field goal percentage leads the league.
Man, he's checked in for Boston. Boston's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. There's a screen. Stop the drought. And it's New York with a rebound. Last time they met was in New York.
Yeah, they destroyed this team on the glass in the last meeting.
Jackson, the pass to man. Here's DeRozan. Pass to Jackson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Shams, I know you've had discussions with Commissioner Adam Silver about the league possibly expanding into Europe. Where does that stand?
Well, it's fluid, BA, and Commissioner Adam Silver and other league officials have been very clear to me. It's a process that's going to be measured in years, not necessarily months. There's definitely a sense they want to better serve those fans in Europe, start their own league out there that's NBA affiliated. And that's something the NBA is much more further along in exploring in the days, weeks, and months ahead, as opposed to expansion immediately.
And so Jackson nails both of them. And it's the Knicks with the ball. Here's McDaniels, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
What bounce from McDaniels, just leaping into the air for that time.
DeRozan against McDaniels. Jackson with a screen on McDaniels. Here's DeRozan. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Now here's McDaniels. He picked up 15 in their last win against Toronto.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the scoring. He had a bunch of assists, too, affecting the offense in so many ways.
So it's Boston now. After the basket by New York.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Back to Caruso. Up top, Hartenstein. Pass to McDaniels. Clock at 4. Here's Caruso. The rebound by Mann.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
There's a screen. No luck on that one. Good work defensively by Caruso. Shams, with so many entertainment options out there, Commissioner Silver has said the league cannot be complacent.
Boy, is there ever. I mean, you think about the TV deals, you think about the rise of social media. We're seeing so much innovation in this world, just in general, across all sports, and the NBA is no different. And certainly, the league office has been very proactive, looking to improve this product at every turn, and a lot of this is around social media and around the internet and around their young consumers and young fans.
That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, just a solid play by Murray. He knows where to get his shots.
Knicks leading by 5. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Klay Thompson comes in for McDaniels, and Smart subbed in for Caruso. Here's DiVincenzo. New York again can't hit. Boston's gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. They'll pin that one on Marcus Smart. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
The first free throw is good. Brown, he's checked in for Boston. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2 to the paint. Here's Green, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
And baskets like this get Green fired up. When you get physical with him, he takes it personally.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Boston making a switch here. Highsmith checked in. And Shams, the landscape of the Eastern Conference drastically shifted by the run of Achilles tears in last year's playoffs.
Yeah, BA, it felt like one after the other. Every week there was something big in the playoffs last year. And devastating for the teams particularly, but the league at large. And situations like these only amplify those voices saying that the league has to find a way to figure out how to protect players from injury. Is it lesser regular season games during the regular season? Is there a formula? Is there a method to potentially decrease the amount of significant injuries we see?
I love the show of force by Green, putting the defense on notice with the jam.
And the pass to Highsmith. Now Outside man. Here's Lawson. The three-pointer off the mark.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Martin with the ball. Hartenstein covering. Outside man. Five to shoot. Puts one up from 19. And it's New York with a rebound.
Yeah, he's really on. He needs to stop forcing things and move that ball.
Pass to Hartenstein. New York working the ball around now. Really left him alone that time. And it's a 12-point Knick lead.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Outside man. Pass to Nesmith to halt the run. Can't get it to drop. Draymond Green has been on display for the Knicks. He put together 10 points in the quarter. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Knicks here, guys.
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
They've got Kenyon Martin, Trey Mann out there with Trey Murphy. Then it's Nesmith, and it's Highsmith in at the 4. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Robinson finds Smart. Out to Lowry. On the wing, Thompson. Three-pointer off the mark.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And the one thing you hear about in hoop circles, the weak link theory. You familiar, Charles?
Yeah, you know, it's an idea that to win nowadays, you can't have a weak link for the other team to expose. You need guys that can play both ends of the floor, guys that can play defense, guys that can also spread the floor, that aren't a liability on either end of the floor. So we saw that in the NBA Finals, two teams clearly stacked with guys who play both ends.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Haywood Highsmith at the line for 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. Second free throw, no good. New York leading by 9. Outside Robinson. Boston with a rebound.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. From the arc. Boston, no good that time either.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Pass to Lowry. Now here's Lopez. He's guarded by Martin. Robinson passes to Smart. New York again can't hit. Celtics trail by 9. And here's Mann. The 3. Rebounded by Lopez.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
The Celtics have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. The last 7 league MVPs born outside the United States, Shams. The game is going global. What's next?
So, B.A., Adam Silver cited this statistic. 5 years from now, over 40% of the youth of the world will live in Africa. I think we'll see a lot of investment in developing that talent, not to mention captivating fans in that market, but really around the world. That's what the NBA is, a global sport.
Do you think we'll see teams, divisions, possibly groups of teams in certain areas around the world that'll be part of the NBA?
The NBA Europe is very much in the works. There could be a real league there with the NBA.
The 3 from Thompson, that's good. And it's Smart with the assist. Thompson's got his first 3 points of the game.
One of the most effortless strokes we've ever seen. Thompson can just make corner threes in his sleep.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
DeRozan is checked in for Highsmith. New York also changing it up. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Robinson. McDaniels comes in for Lopez. And it's Alex Caruso in for Lowry. Pulls up on the wing. And the basket by DeRozan. DeRozan's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, few guys do it better than DeRozan from the mid-range.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. With the new 11-year, $77 billion TV deal kicking in this season and tons of compelling teams, the NBA is in a great place. Commissioner Adam Silver said the NBA is in as strong as a position as it ever has been. Not just in my time as commissioner, he said, but in my over 3 decades at the league. Guys?
That's saying something. All right, thank you, Allie. Can't get it. 0 for 3 in this one.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
McDaniels can't hit. Celtics trail by 10. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
The Celtics making a switch here. Murray's checked in. Draymond Green, he's checked in for New York. And you talk to front office insiders, they'll tell you depth is a necessity for a winning team, Sean.
With more parity, that comes more competition. And I'm told front office executives are continuing to scout players that they feel bring that competitive drive, that desire, that will to want to play and compete on a nightly basis. Because these games this season gets long. It's not as frequent when you can just coast through games. You need some real horses to finish the race of the regular season.
Yeah, good point. Here's Mann after the basket by New York. The shot comes out.
It's just so hard to score in this league, especially when you're out of rhythm. You got to feel for him tonight.
Here's Green. And he can't get that one. Some solid defense from Martin. Pass to Mann. The 3. The dive for the ball. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. A look at the 2K leaderboard when it comes to second chance points. The NBA leaders over the last month. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
They've poured in a lot of second chance points recently, and that can be huge for your offense.
Jackson, he's checked in for Boston. Pass to Murray. And stolen by Caruso. Now Smart. Clock at 6. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, Smart is a relentless competitor whose impact always goes beyond the box score. The league could always use more players like him.
No good on the free throw. Russell Westbrook, he's checked in for Mann. And the second free throw is good. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Boston Celtics. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. It's Jackson, high post. Shot clock at 6. DeRozan down low, working on McDaniels.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And here's Smart. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Comes up empty down low. Celtics trail by 10. Here's Westbrook. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Smart. And Smart goes up strong at the rim.
Yeah, some offensive diversification for Smart there. Not his usual kind of shot.
Here's Jackson. He's guarded by Hartenstein. Now here's Westbrook. Shoots over Caruso. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Murray. Westbrook's got 6 points.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And the Celtics making a change here. Nesmith's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Smart. And here are the Knicks now. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's DiVincenzo. This one for 3. Knocks down the triple. DiVincenzo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Celtics trail by 11. Outside Nesmith. DeRozan outside. Now Nesmith. Pass to Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. There's the triple. Westbrook missing again. New York leading by 11. Here's DiVincenzo. Outside, Green. Caruso, a screen on DeRozan. And here's Green from the arc. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 5 rebounds in the game. And here's Nesmith. DeRozan outside. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Caruso.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Out to DiVincenzo. Caruso outside. Goes back up. Boston pulls it in. Jackson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
New York leading by 11. DiVincenzo on the wing. To the middle. Oh, look at Green getting his inside.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
McDaniels against DeRozan. And the shot goes down. DeRozan's got 6.
Well, he's such a natural talent. Has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
And Hartenstein slams it in.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green. And here's the upcoming schedule for the New York Knicks. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Franz Wagner and the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Friday, they'll be playing against LaMelo Ball and the Utah Jazz.
Looking at this stretch, they should have little issues beating most of their opponents. They just need to keep the intensity up and avoid playing down to their competition.
Shot clock at 5. Here's DeRozan. Caruso grabs the board. Caruso's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Now here's Hartenstein. He's got 6. Pass to Caruso. No good on the 3. All right, Chums, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, B.A. Thank you.
And as always, Chums with some great stuff there. I'll tell you what, this guy knows all when it comes to the NBA.
No doubt, Shams is the guy when you're looking for the inside scoop. So well connected and respected around the league.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
DiVincenzo, pass to Caruso. Outside for Green. Here's the 3. Rebound Boston.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
DeRozan passes to Westbrook.
Well, here's a guy who knows how to get to the line. Westbrook's motion almost attracts contact.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Russell Westbrook at the line for 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Look, I got to say, the evolution of Russell Westbrook has been an underrated story in the league. This is a star player who has adapted to so many different situations successfully.
And so Westbrook nails both of them. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Fires the 3. They get it back. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the New York Knicks closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. They've done a great job containing Westbrook. And with his explosiveness, that is not an easy task. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Thanks for tuning in. We love the mountain climbing, don't we? Well, there's a huge mountain to climb for the Boston Celtics.
To put it simply, they're getting decimated on the boards.
Well, I wouldn't call decimated simple because I can't spell it. But what about whooped or pumped?
Okay, a semantic takedown by the big fella. And now let's turn our attention to the player of the month in each conference. In the East, Kevin Durant.
Once again, we're awarding Durant for his excellence. The former MVP is unstoppable on offense. Uses his length to disrupt shooters at the other end. You can count on him to produce in a big way, night after night after night after night and after another night.
Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Boy, one guy who's getting it done is Draymond Green.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
So on the floor for New York, we've got Green, Dante DiVincenzo out there with Alex Caruso. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein, and it's McDaniels in at the 3. Celtics trail by 11, and some tough salary decisions this summer for the Boston Celtics, Coach.
Well, in one way, it's a good problem to have, possessing too much talent. But with this new CBA, it's harder to retain everybody like we saw with Celtics teams of old.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Green with a screen on DeRozan. For three, DiVincenzo. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors. Starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Westbrook, the pass to Jackson. And stolen by Green. Oh, got a piece of it. For three, DiVincenzo. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one. Nice ball movement by Boston. DeRozan with the ball. Green picks him up. And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. They set a pick for three. Westbrook.
Staying on top of shooters is something Caruso does very well. He can be a real bother on the defensive end.
Everyone talks about Jaden McDaniels' defense, and for good reason, Stan.
Well, B.A., one way to get a lot of playing time is to be the best at something. McDaniels is a total lockdown defender on the wing. He can guard anybody.
Take a break.
He misses the free throw. Well, Graham, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
And you think back to when McDaniels was drafted. Everyone talked about his potential. Now they're talking about his consistency as a contributor, especially at the defensive end.
Here's DeRozan. DeRozan getting his feet wet in the paint.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Now Caruso. No points yet. Hartenstein finds DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Jackson. To the inside. Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Oh, and Murray makes this look all too easy. Superb at throwing it down with some power.
Outside, Green. Caruso, a screen on Murray. Back to Caruso. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got 4 assists now tonight.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Now here's Westbrook. Give him 8. Puts the move on. And he takes it up and lays it in. Westbrook's got 10 points in the game.
Westbrook lives for those kind of drives, forcing the D's hand.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Caruso outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. He drops it from range. DiVincenzo's got 6 in the quarter.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
DeRozan with the ball. Now guarded by McDaniels. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
The open shot, DeRozan. Again, Boston.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And a chance here to check out some stats for Brook Lopez. DiVincenzo with it. He's got 9. Inside. And stolen by Jackson. Down low. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Caruso against Westbrook. Outside, DiVincenzo. Here's Green. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. DeMar DeRozan picks one up. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for New York.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And also, attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Knicks leading by 13. To the paint. Oh, it's stolen. Pass to Murray. And here's Jackson. Lets the three fly. And Trey Murphy hits from deep. 5 points in the game.
This speaks to how confident Murphy is. Excellent at recognizing when to take these shots.
Outside, Green. Pass to DiVincenzo. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. DiVincenzo's got 9 points in the quarter. And here's Westbrook. He's got 10. Jackson, the pass to DeRozan. Nice ball movement by Boston. 6 to shoot. Westbrook finds Murray. Boston needs to get off a shot here. Releases. Unable to get that one. McDaniels with some nice D. Here's Caruso. Hartenstein with a screen on Westbrook. Protected by Westbrook.
So persistent. Westbrook looking for a way to stop the shot, and he found it.
Man, he's checked in for Boston. And a switch here also for New York. Robinson's checked in. Clock at 6. Here's McDaniels. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Murray for 3. It's hauled in by Robinson.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Ooh, stolen by Murray. DeRozan down the lane. Outside man. He shoots over DiVincenzo. Again, the miss by Boston.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
DeRozan outside. They need this. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now. DiVincenzo against Murray. Left side, Green. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on man.
They're showing he can hit from all spots on the floor. Green had the defense all over him that time.
New York shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, in terms of winners in NBA history, few have the resume of Draymond Green.
And Boston with some changes. Martin comes in for Jackson, and Aaron Nesmith subbed in for Murray. And both free throws good for Green.
In the second half, their free throw percentage has improved, hitting in the low 80s now.
Outside Nesmith. Martin with a screen on McDaniels. It's Martin on the wing. Outside man. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, he hasn't made a shot, and his team is losing. Time to find another solution.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, BA. This season, new broadcasting deals are kicking in for the NBA. Commissioner Silver said we dramatically increased the number of primetime broadcast exposures to a level almost unthinkable from my early days in the league. In fact, the NBA is now set for basically nightly national broadcasts. Back to you, Brian.
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. Boston making a switch here. Lawson's checked in. Smart's checked in for New York. Now here's man, tightly guarded, on the wing DeRozan. Five on the clock. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Now here's Smart. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Shoots over Neesmith. Smart. Tip back in for two. Smart's got 8 points.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Now here's DeRozan. 10 points for him. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
It's so easy to get frustrated when you make mistakes, but you have to keep battling.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Highsmith, he's checked in for DeRozan. New York also changing it up. Lopez comes in for McDaniels, and it's Thompson in for Caruso. Smart outside, out to DiVincenzo. Off target from three-point range.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. Just missed it.
Now here's man. DiVincenzo covering, and the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for New York. Kyle Lowry comes in for DiVincenzo. Now here's Hartenstein. 6 points for him. And Thompson gets it to go.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And Boston calls time here. And while we have a moment, here's a good chance to bring up the top rebounders in the NBA this season. Number 1, Isaiah Hartenstein.
And the way he's rebounded the ball this season has been special. His teammates really appreciate his hard work and physicality on the glass.
Outside Neesmith. Martin with a screen on Thompson. There's Neesmith with a three. The Knicks pull it in.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And down it goes. 2 points.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Highsmith passes to Neesmith. To the middle. Nice ball movement by Boston. And that one's good, man.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
And so Lowry will bring it up for the Knicks. Smart outside. Lopez, the screen. The three ball. Lawson with a rebound. For Boston, they've gotten 7 of 16 shots to go so far in the third quarter. And that one's good, man.
You can't give a shooter that kind of look on the perimeter. I don't care who it is.
Lowry finds Smart. Here's Thompson. Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Now, man. Three-pointer. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the New York Knicks. A huge 24-point lead for them. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. We've got Neesmith, Trey Mann out there with Trey Murphy. Then there's Kenyon Martin, and it's Highsmith in at the four-man position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Now here's Martin, outside man. For three. The Knicks with the rebound. Thompson with it. Pass to Lowry. To the inside. Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Okay, Brook Lopez. We see you can still get up.
And here's Mann. Well, a lot of eyes focused on NBA officiating, but where their eyes are focused is also a topic.
Yeah, the league's able to track officials' position on the court and even tell where they're looking. And you cross-check that with the results and train them where to be and where to keep watching.
Now here's Lowry. Out to the wing. Lets it go. Lopez can't hit. Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. To the paint. Martin with a screen on Lowry. Martin up top. Here's Mann. Again, the miss by Boston.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
And Hartenstein gets it to go. That gives him a double-double.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Man, the pass to Neesmith. Now Martin. He's guarded by Hartenstein. Back to Neesmith. Martin against Hartenstein. Here's Mann. And it's New York with a rebound. Lopez has got his 5th rebound in this one.
He really hasn't had it offensively tonight. This team needs him to play better.
The three from Thompson. The rebound by Neesmith.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Moving the ball for the highest percentage look.
Here's Lowry. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Takes the three. The putback. It's good on the putback.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Right side man. And that one drops for him.
Easy shot for him. They'll take that every time up the floor.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And for most NBA teams, the draft is the best path to acquiring an NBA superstar. But it's not enough to get that high pick. You got to get that one right, Stan.
Absolutely, B.A. And look, some of them are easy. Some of the top picks just stand out, and they're really, really easy. But some of them are very, very difficult, and especially as you move down even to the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th picks. And the guys that hit on those are the guys that end up with the start. Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Neesmith on the wing. 4 on the clock. Back to Mann. Let's go with a three. Drills it from deep. Mann's got 11 in the second half.
Well, after that tough first half, you hoped he'd find his way to bounce back and get things going here in the second.
Lopez passes to Thompson. They get the rebound. Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Padding the stat sheet, getting the board and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation. Now here's DeRozan. Nice ball movement by Boston. Looking to get it going. Rebounded by Lopez. Lopez has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Smart. Basket counts.
Going to work in the lane. Smart's tough in there.
Boston has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Outside man. Ooh, poked away. It's stolen by Smart. Stan, I have to ask, how important is it to have a big man in today's NBA?
That is a great question, DA. And look, things have really changed. We went from big, strong guys in the league and centered our game around those guys to then people wanted to play small ball and be more skilled. But now what everybody's figured out is we can get that same skill from bigger guys, and bigger and better is better than smaller and better.
Now here's Smart. Pass to Lopez. Over DeRozan. Lopez can't hit. And here's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for Boston. The three is up. Rebounded by Lopez. Lopez has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Now here's Green. Lopez in the post. He's guarded by man. And yep, it's good.
And using that size to his advantage. I mean, I like it when Lopez establishes himself inside and looks to capitalize.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
To get back on track. The Knicks with the rebound. Hartenstein's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Pass to Thompson. From deep. And he rebounds again.
Rebound after rebound after rebound.
He is crashing with energy. Man, you gotta love it. Boston with the ball. After the basket by New York on the other end. Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Grant.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all.
Now here's Thompson. Fader on the way, and it's New York scoring again.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Right side man. The three is up. Fires in the triple. Man's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yep, and he's got his three-point shot back. He did nothing from range in the first half. But here in this quarter, woo, he's got it going.
Now here's Thompson. Puts up a three. Highsmith grabs the board.
Well, you look at the score in this game, it's not reflective of the night he's had. He's struggled.
Pass to DeRozan. Six on the shot clock. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
Textbook timing and positioning from Lopez around the rim. Not letting anything through.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages him to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Some changes for Boston. Jackson, he's checked in for Highsmith. Murray comes in for Nesmith. And it's Russell Westbrook in for man. Bol, he's checked in for New York. Lowry comes in for Green. Now here's Lowry. Hartenstein a screen. And here's Thompson for three. They get it again. And Hartenstein gets it to go. Hartenstein's got 14 points now in the second half.
They're holding a big advantage in second chance points.
DeRozan outside. Jacks up a three. Bol grabs the board.
Now, he hasn't been great this quarter. The coaches need to try to figure out a way to get him going.
Hartenstein with a screen on Westbrook. Oh, there's the alley. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Well, I think Lowry's probably run a pick and roll 1,000,000 times. Few better operating the two-man game.
In your career, Stan, you coach contending teams as well as teams that had little to no expectations.
Yeah, B.A., give me the contending teams. Give me the talent and the expectations and pressure that goes with it. Listen, coaches just want as much chance to succeed as they can have. And when you've got the best players, you've got the best chance to win. And the pressure that goes with it is a lot easier than struggling night in and night out.
And just an incredible effort on the offensive glass.
Wow, follows it up with the putback to finish the play. Now here's DeRozan. And the layup is good off the glass.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Knicks.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
Man, you have to recognize what a night it was for Isaiah Hartenstein.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Hartenstein. And Brook Lopez is subbed in for Bol. Here's Lowry. Yep, count it.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Knicks. And it's Lowry with the ball for the New York Knicks. Thompson outside. New York working the ball around now. Lopez, the screen on DeRozan. Here's Thompson. Westbrook with the rebound. Jackson left side. Thompson with a steal. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let